Mainstream models, they're not what I look like.
Not that 5'10", gorgeous, skinny person.
I don't really exactly have a beach body.
If you don't have a light skin, they look at you as ugly.
I've been told to fix my nose, to get a boob job.
Fat, I'm black.
You're ugly, you're not tall enough.
I don't see anybody out there that I might look up to.
The fashion industry has set impossible standards of beauty that we have all tried to attain through any means. But a new movement is growing, and it's here to redefine beauty ideals.
If you want to be a model, you should be 110 pounds. I'm here to try to change that.
This is me. I am a normal woman. I will never be a size 0, and that is fine.
I look at the mirror now and I'm like, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're hot, you're sexy.
I don't care who says I'm big or not. This is me.
Welcome to the Fashion Hero, an international movement that's changing what it means to be a fashion model. Thousands of hopefuls from around the globe told their stories on the Fashion Hero website. From more than 20,000 submissions from 138 countries, 40 participants from all shapes, sizes, and cultures were voted in. And they're heading off to Montreal to see if they have what it takes to be the fashion hero.
That was crazy!
Through a series of extreme challenges and events, our aspiring models will go head-to-head with each other and themselves on a journey of self-discovery, proving that beauty is much more than skin deep. These fashion hero hopefuls are competing for the opportunity of a lifetime. Our 4 renowned designers will select one winner each to be the face of their international marketing campaign. The celebrity designers our aspiring models are competing for are award-winning international couture designer Jimena Valero, plus-size stylist and designer to the stars Anna Schultz, Milan-based professional athlete and menswear designer Christopher Bates, and LA-based haute couture designer Joanna Hernandez. Join us with our host Brooke Hogan as we celebrate true beauty from everyday people and find out what it means to be a fashion hero. The adventure has begun for our 40 participants who have arrived to Montreal, Canada. A city known for always being one step ahead of the newest fashion trends. We fell in love with these participants' powerful stories, authentic personalities, and ranges of physical and cultural differences.
I might look like a surfer. Hi, my name's Christian Wallace. I'm from sunny Perth, Western Australia. I've always been into fashion since I was a little boy, but been quite difficult actually because I got an interesting, unique look with my hair and my face and stuff. But because of my physique, I think I'm too slim and skinny. Your self-confidence does take a hit when you get criticised all the time, and I think it's kind of not fair.
So funny.
I had the pleasure of being Miss World WA in 2009. But when I started telling people, a lot of the time I was met with, oh, well, how did you win? Or like, is that right? Are you sure kind of thing? Like it wasn't actually possible. I started to feel like I wasn't worth my accomplishments. And I think the fashion hero really, brings home people like me. Like for the first time in my life, I'm being told, yes, like I can be a model.
1, 2, 3, fashion hero!
Being a part of this is giving me the opportunity to tell people, you can pursue your dreams and make it happen regardless of what makes you different, because what makes you different makes you unique. And if you're unique, you can touch the world through your life.
Uh-oh. Whoa, I hear a crazy crew coming in. Welcome to Montreal Models. Are you guys excited? Your journey to becoming our next fashion hero starts right now.
Definitely my biggest challenge in the fashion hero is going to be for the world out there to see my flaws. I know that there's going to be critique, and I think the biggest thing for me is going to be not caring about what they think
The biggest challenge for me is going to be to let go. I'm on somebody else's agenda. I'm not gonna know what we're doing next.
You guys have to be on point 24/7. These designers are going to be watching every little move you make. They're gonna be watching how you walk, how you talk, how you act. They're looking for the next face for their ad campaign.
I would love the designers to have the opportunity to see me for who I am. It doesn't matter if you have a skin disease. It doesn't matter if you are, overweight or too short. Beauty is from within.
So are you guys ready? Yeah! This away, this away, this away.
Like any working model, the participants are here to get down to business. We're immediately sending them to meet the designers they'll try to impress. And in the coming days, they'll be asked to bring their personality forward and face their lifelong struggles.
The designers are watching. They'll see who really wants this and they see who won't. They see who's really about the life of the fashion hero, who really wants to show the world that we can do it and that we can be different.
After 2 events, only 24 participants will remain. The competition is on. You can't judge a book by its cover, so we've asked our designers to cover their eyes and let the participants make a first impression with their personalities, their stories, and their confidence. This is not only the perfect way to help introduce the fashion hero's values to our aspiring models, but to the designers as well.
I think I'm not judgmental, and I think that I'm very open-minded towards people, but I think we all judge people when we see them.
So let's see how our models do on a little blind speed date with our designers.
Okay, Heidi, have you ever been on a speed date?
No, I have not.
Okay, well, this is what it looks like, only we have 4 people here. Designers, this is Heidi.
Hi.
Hello, Heidi.
I was very shocked when I walked in and they had blindfolds, but I thought that was a really cool idea.
This is gonna be the first time that you are able to make an impression on them. They're gonna have 5 minutes with you. They can ask you whatever they want, and I hope you're ready for that.
All right, I am ready.
Okay, time starts now.
Please let us know, how did you get into this competition?
I thought it was an amazing opportunity. I actually have a rare skin disease, mastocytosis, which is too many mast cells in my system, so it looks like freckles.
Since I was young, since I had it once I was 12 years old, I've had many, many kids bully me and pick on me. So it definitely has made me have a little bit thicker skin.
I want to see her.
Already have a look.
Hi.
Hi. Well, your story is amazing. I mean, just listening to you is so inspiring.
And you glammed yourself up. That's nice.
Well, you have to dress to impress.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
For the fashion hero, I think it would be great to have someone that just doesn't want to be a model, but they need to understand our brand and our aesthetic and our lifestyle.
Beautiful. You got it.
Joanna Hernandez is a high-profile haute couture designer who's dressed many celebrities. Her passion for design has driven her to major successes.
My parents came from El Salvador to the US. They started working in factory sewing. It's just something that was in my heart, and never said I was going to be a designer. I just love making women feel beautiful. I'm looking for the new face of Glaudy to be this woman who's a leader, she's passionate, she's ambitious. I want a woman who's not about the spotlight, but is about making a difference.
Okay, Miss Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hello. Rebecca.
Hi.
Physically, can you describe yourself?
I am a little bit fun size.
Did you say fun size?
I am fun size, like the chocolates, right?
I'm fun size too.
I want to be a face that other people can look up to and say, well, if she can do it, if she's 5'2" and she's working the catwalk, cool, I can do it too.
Why did you describe yourself for us?
For me, I'm sexy. But some people say I'm fat. Some people agree that I'm sexy. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Definitely sexy.
Yeah.
Too often we base too much on a first impression just looking at someone. It's like, don't judge a book by its cover. It's easy to say, but it's actually really difficult to do.
You guys, this is Ashley.
Hi, guys. I'm feeling nervous because I'm sitting at a table in front of 4 designers and I have no idea what I'm about to be asked.
A couple of hours ago, 40 participants landed in Montreal. Already, they're meeting the designers on a blind speed date.
You guys, this is Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. I think I'm not judgmental, and I think that I'm very open-minded towards people, but I think we all judge people when we see them.
The pressure is on to make a great first impression because by tomorrow, only 24 participants will remain in the competition.
And why do you want to be a model?
I want to be a model because I want to show the world that you shouldn't let limitations hold you back. It's unfortunate that my legs don't work. That's nothing that I have any control over. But you don't have to limit yourself just because of your disability.
Let's have a look at you.
Hi.
It was really interesting experience for me to be blindfolded and to hear them talk. You have a very different picture in your head to what you see afterwards.
I thought she was courageous. I mean, because she's disabled.
I feel like so many girls could get inspired by her. We don't get to know them so much because everything is so fast. I feel like each one, their stories are so inspiring.
Okay. Are you surprised?
Yeah.
Okay, Alika, meet our designers.
Hi, Alika.
Hi. Time starts now.
Alika, describe your most challenging event in your life, please.
Well, when I was 8 years old, my birth mother was diagnosed with colon cancer. And I was her nurse.
When you were 8?
When I was 8. So I took her to chemotherapy, and she passed away when I was 10.
I think to me, if there was someone to take care of her, I think I would still want that position. Because my mom, she was everything to me.
So you guys are making me cry here.
What makes you want to be a fashion hero? What would be your message to the world?
For me, I want the world to understand that I should not have to look like something that's physically, emotionally, spiritually impossible.
I think that it needs to be different models that can represent not just a woman, women, you know, plural.
You're very well spoken. Let's have a look at you.
Hello.
Alika's kind of very talkative and very passionate about who she is and what she wants to change in the world.
That's it, just do your thing. You know what you're doing, Anna.
Our only plus-size designer, Anna Schultz, is a designer to the stars and all beautiful, real women that are considered plus-sized. She comes from a place where she can relate to women like Alika.
When I was 13, I was already 6 foot tall and a size 12, and I couldn't ever find anything I liked to wear. By the time I was like 16, I had my first private customers because people kept stopping me in the street and said, wow, where did you get that? I really want this. I don't want to just pick a model and transform her. I want to bring something out of her she can bring to the brand because we are all very different. First of all, describe yourself to us.
I am an active bikini competitor, and I've done that for several years, off and on. I am a single mom, raising girls, and I really miss them right now. My mom passed away, and so I think since her passing, I've gotten even stronger with my girls.
I just wanted to ask you what your biggest challenge has been, but I guess that you answered that already now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to cry to answer that question, but
it's okay, you can be emotional about this.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Shall we have a look at you now?
Sure. Hi. I'm gonna cry.
You make me cry.
They all surprised me. It was like an amazing experience. I was like, wow, how much I judge people by the way they look. I need to have more compassion for others. What is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream now is to win this show.
Hi. If you could change something about yourself, what would you change?
Probably my confidence.
Physically, can you describe yourself?
Kind of like a dynamite. I'm small, but yet explosive.
Hi.
Typically, I hire models who would fit a fairly traditional type. I am open to casting guys that are a little outside of this range.
Do you consider yourself handsome, and why?
I consider myself very handsome. And why? Not just my inner, but my outer. And I know how to be so nice and positive.
Andrew, he just had a really great energy and personality, and that shone through.
Hey. First time speed dating.
It's not an actual date.
For us, they do.
When we actually saw him, he also had a great look. He had great style. It was a nice surprise in a way.
Can you tell us how did you overcome your biggest challenge in your life so far?
Yes, my biggest challenge in my life was being born with a cleft lip, the cleft palate, and being called all kinds of names and feeling like the ugliest man around. When I was young, I would see other boys outside and I would see them coming, so immediately I would do this. Because my reaction was, I don't want them to see my face. I'm a singer and a songwriter, because I didn't have any speech till I was 5, so to not talking, to now talking and singing and then modeling is...
Could you sing us a song?
Yes.
Voy a volar como águila, vuelve a soñar.
That's beautiful.
We need to look at you now. Hi.
There's a huge difference when we don't see them just because we don't judge them by the way they look.
No.
We judge them by like how they're going to represent our brand overall, like a lifestyle, you know, rather than just by how they look.
The energy comes across very differently. You know, I think we all are guilty of maybe prejudging people by their looks a little bit.
But this is like great for us because we're really finding them like the right person for us, for our brand. More for like long term.
Everybody has their own
Strengths and weaknesses,
weakness. So.
I'm impressed. I mean, it was a great interview, and then it was wonderful to see him also in person.
And if these hero hopefuls thought the blind speed date was tough, wait until they find out what we have in store next.
We're here to forget about the rest of the world and focus on being the fashion hero. So, I know you guys might not like it, but I need you guys to hand in your cell phones. Hi. What?
So that's right. No phones.
No?
I don't know how to survive.
Like me, I'm sure you guys know that social media can sometimes tear you down, tear you apart. Sometimes I get depressed looking at comments on my Instagram. This is all about not succumbing to the pressures of the normal modeling industry. We don't want you guys to be thinking about comments and opinions and stuff like that. We want you to be yourself.
As an actress with 2 series under her belt, a musician, and the daughter of the world-famous Hulk Hogan, Brooke has experienced all the fame, glamour, and limelight of being in the public eye, as well as all the pressure, scrutiny, and harsh criticism that it comes with.
People would tell me that it looked like I got shot in the face with a gun because of my acne. I was told that I shouldn't wear jeans with heels because then my big butt would be up in everybody's face. I mean, it can be really awful. Hollywood standards shouldn't define what real beauty is, especially when they're asking us to change who we are. Everybody say your goodbyes to friends and family. Text everybody. Like every picture on Instagram because it's gonna be a while until you have your social interaction back.
Some are taking it really hard.
Just something I was really ill-prepared for.
Yeah. Honestly, everybody's so shocked at not having their phone.
I won't be able to eat, sleep, anything if I know I'm completely cut off.
It's been a long day for everyone, and it's starting to show.
So, who's first?
Oh, I miss you.
All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, no. Oh. All right. Say goodbye to Bay. The phones are confiscated.
I think that's just a real big shot to hit somebody with at the end of a really long day.
The participants have already been through so many emotions on day 1. But we're just getting started.
If they want to be models, they need to be prepared for anything and everything. So we told them to break out their hottest threads and bring their A game.
I feel like we never know what we're going to do, what's gonna happen, so we don't know what to expect.
I'm a dermatologist. During my daily work, there are lots of people coming to my clinic with a picture of a model, and they want to look like a model. And that's what made me so interested in the show.
I love to work out a lot. It clears my mind. With working out, I get fit. My body most definitely does not look like a regular female's body. I cannot go to the store and just buy a regular dress that's cute because it makes me look like a guy in a dress. And I know there's a million people out there, men, women, boys, and girls, that are also different and would love to be in the spotlight but never got that chance. So I felt like I could open that chance for them.
The next event is all about confidence and breaking perceptions. When you don't like the way you look, you tend to avoid mirrors. But not today. In a room full of people, while looking at their reflections, our participants will have to share what they hate about their physical appearances.
Welcome aboard, you guys. Are you excited to be on a boat? We're actually here to work, okay? And what we're gonna work on is our self-confidence and our relationship with ourself. When you're a model, you're gonna be on runway shows, photo shoots, so you have to change in front of a bunch of different people that you do not know. In order to do that, you have to be comfortable with yourself. So, we're gonna have you guys stand in front of these mirrors that are behind me, and you guys are gonna say all the things that you maybe don't like so much about yourself. And then we're gonna have you change into your evening wear, your cocktail attire, and talk about all the things that you think are beautiful and amazing about yourself, okay?
I looked at the mirrors. I actually was like, oh my goodness, it's a full-length mirror. I hope I'm having a good day. I don't want to walk up to that mirror and see all the flaws.
Will they have the courage to look in the mirror and talk about their flaws and insecurities in front of everyone?
I'm not feeling comfortable with that, but it's a competition, so we have to live with this.
And will they be able to break their perception on how they look?
Completing this event will prepare them for any situation they might run into backstage at a runway show. Is everybody cool with getting down to their skivvies?
The naked part? Naked? Sorry, like naked?
Oh, this is not a good start.
For a chance to be selected for a local or international version of The Fashion Hero, register on our website, thefashionhero.com.
We're gonna have you guys stand in front of these mirrors, and then we're gonna have you change into your cocktail attire. Is everybody cool with getting down to their skivvies?
The naked part? Naked? Sorry, like naked?
I don't know what to say.
You guys aren't getting like total go to the doctor naked, but you're gonna get down to your skivvies. This is what it takes to be a model. You guys have to be comfortable in your own skin, okay? All right, does everybody agree? Yeah! Are we gonna change the standards of beauty? Yeah! Who wants to get naked first?
I'll take my clothes off.
What the hopeful heroes don't know is that from behind the curtain, the designers will be watching them and evaluating them on how confident they are with their bodies in this extremely vulnerable situation. It's our designers' final chance to look at the participants before they eliminate 16 of them.
You have to take off your clothes in front of everyone. Oh my gosh, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. You're really digging deep and like getting rid of the old and kind of being reborn with the new.
Elika and Yael, thank you for being so brave. Elika, do you want to go first?
I prefer her to go first.
Okay, Yael.
It's okay. What I don't like about myself, maybe that my thighs are a little bit big.
My name is Yael. I'm not skinny. I want to let the world know that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes.
Elika?
Well, I have a whole list. So...
Come on now.
When I try to wave at someone, instead of actually waving, the underarm does it for me. So it just swings back and forth. I hate that.
I don't see anybody out there that's short and curvy that I might look up to.
Catherine and Leah, step on up.
Well, I don't like my skin. I'm really, really, really pale. I'm about the color of your outfit without my fake tan on. So I cover it up. And I don't like my stomach because I try really hard to get it flat and it just doesn't. I suppose it kind of makes me feel awkward sometimes.
Right. And what about you, Leah?
I don't like the blemishes. I'm always breaking out somewhere. So I always see that in the mirror and I try to cover it up.
There's times where I'll spend a week without ever looking in the mirror.
Even now?
Even now.
All my life, I've been told I'm not pretty enough to be a model.
I suffered from bulimia.
And eventually, I got really sick.
It just like woke me up. Like, what are you doing to yourself?
She has worked so much on her physical, but inside too, you can see. I really need to start taking in my judgment before, because there's so many stories. I don't know where people been, but at the end, those are events in our life that doesn't determine who we are.
Jimena Valero's innovative designs have been worn by Jessica Alba and Alicia Keys, but also appeal to the everyday woman.
I created transformable fashion. Each item applies to different body types or different occasions. To me, most models hide a lot of things. I want somebody that is not afraid to show her whole self, with the good and the bad.
Akilah and Artie, come on up. All right, we have like workout people in the house. Akilah, have you been through any hardships in your life that make you worry about how people think of you now?
Well, as a child, I had a very abusive mother who would tell me how ugly I was on a daily basis. So growing up, I always had this really low self-esteem. My father arranged marriage me off at like 16. I was sexually abused. As an adult, you were just talking about fitness. Obviously, I was addicted to fitness. That's all I wanted to do. And what I come to the realization is that's what empowers me. That's what makes me feel good about myself.
I really like to talk about it. Yeah, it's great if she can say she loves everything about herself. Yeah.
I have such small boobs I have to wear like,
I used to have those until I got pressured into a boob job. So don't succumb to the pressure. You have great boobs without boob job or without chicken cutlets. When each participant started talking about, you know, the ups and downs that they've had in their life, it really hit home with me because I was bullied. I'm 5'10". I was a little bit hefty as a kid. It brought me right back to high school.
I've been bullied because I was always a fat kid until now. But
you still get bullied?
Yeah, but I don't care about it anymore. I think in all the world there is this fat phobia, and so because I am fat, they doesn't like me, and they always try to make me feel bad about myself.
I am Samantha Schloss. I'm a body positive activist and stylist.
A lot of people, they are ashamed of their bodies, even if they get the perfect body. I'm not. I'm a hero in my own way, you know, really.
At what point do you cross over from skinny to fat? What weight is that? What line is that?
I don't know, maybe fashion magazines.
Magazines tell you, right?
Magazines, people, society, TV. It is the best discovery I have ever made.
I feel like I'm learning so much from people, and I really get to listen and see that they're going through the same things that we are from all over the world. It's so beautiful to see that through everyone.
Many people think that negative body image is just a female problem, but a lot of guys have the same insecurities about their physiques. Bobbery, did you deal with any bullying when you were a kid?
Yes, I did.
Do you deal with bullying now?
No, I don't.
No,
But in elementary
you're over
school.
that stage finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any things that you don't like about yourself when you look in the mirror?
Just my height.
Your height?
Yeah.
You're normal height.
I like to be taller.
I look into the mirror. I always have tired eyes. They're always red, bags under
Who
my
told
eyes.
you that? Because that's something that I don't see. And that I don't think anybody, I think you have very bright eyes, but we all have our own hang-ups.
I had to go through intensive surgery to cover up a hole in my heart.
Really?
And yeah, so that kind of made me a lot shorter because it was either to save my life to recuperate better or pretty much stay short. So I've dealt with it. I have a love and hate relationship. It makes me who I am, but I do wish I was a lot taller, and it just kind of sucks. I had a struggle going to school of people making fun of me, how I'm short and whatnot, but I see it as it built my character, made me stronger, have tougher skin for things.
Right.
But actually a lot of scars on my chest. And
oh my goodness.
And then these are the tubes.
You feel a lot of pressure to have muscles.
Yeah. You know, kind of the, the six-pack abs.
I've been bullied in school because I was always the smallest one, always the skinniest one.
Really?
And yeah, I started to grow up and started to be getting taller and taller and started to work out.
For men, do they really have that insecurity that they need to be like big and buff?
Yeah, they do. Every guy wants to be like that.
Bill, do you? Like the Hulk?
Yeah, I'd like to be bigger and taller. Sure.
Christopher Bates is a men's eyewear, shoewear, and clothing designer. He's looking for a new male face for his sophisticated designs.
My target market is men who are passionate about fashion. They look up to style icons, people like Sean Connery's James Bond. I wanted to participate in the fashion hero because I'm taking personality more into the equation. You know, positive, proactive personality and confidence that can actually translate when they're actually modeling. So it's a very important consideration.
Jemsika and Skylar, come on up. I'm loving all this different colored hair today.
I just want to know if that's her hair or not, because I don't think it is.
My hair's actually red.
Mirror. Is it really red?
I'll answer your question.
My whole life, they pretty much told me I was too big to ever be loved. And I don't care who says I'm big or not. This is me. I like food. I'm gonna eat food. I'm just gonna keep going. In my mind, I'm gonna do me. If you don't like it, it's your problem.
Stacy and Rebecca, come on up. Stacy, why don't we start with you? Is there something that bothers you really badly about yourself?
My hands, my stomach, my thighs, my chin.
Why is that? Did somebody say something to you about it? Yeah? What did they say?
I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. Is there something that bothers you really badly about yourself? Did somebody say something to you about it? Yeah? What did they say?
My whole life, like since primary school up to secondary school, they call me fat and they call me Mount Everest, and it's just horrible. So they made me hate myself. So that's why I'm here, because I don't want anyone to feel like how I felt.
Oh my God.
Through primary school, I put up a big barrier because I'm really a bubbly and a happy person. But really, when I went home, I was like breaking down in my room and I just couldn't handle it. So I was thinking to myself, if I am doing that, how many other people that I pass in the hallways are doing the exact same thing?
You know what's so terrible is that as you're talking, I'm thinking about all the things that people said to me that made me feel bad, you know? And so many people say, oh, Brooke, you're so beautiful and this and that, but I don't believe it sometimes, you know? And I'm sure that that's how you feel and how we all feel. Let's change into your fun outfit and stop crying and have fun. Oh my gosh.
To me, that exercise was very powerful, taking off all the stuff that they don't need to believe, the old clothes. And now I'm putting my favorite outfit, and then they'll change completely.
Yeah, let's talk about all the things you love about yourself.
I like my hair.
I agree.
I like my smile, and I like my personality.
Mm-hmm.
Getting changed in front of everyone takes a lot of courage.
What I love about myself, I love my hair. Because I grew it myself. I worked.
I did not. This is a complicated dress.
I'm okay getting unchanged, but when you know that there's so many people in the room, you suddenly become even more self-conscious. What inspired me the most about that is just hearing that everybody has something that they're insecure about.
I love my legs, love my eyes and my smile, and the biggest thing, my heart.
Oh, I love that.
Being part of the fashion hero is important because it helps me not trying to change yourself, but be yourself.
I love me. All of me.
Look at this skirt and this outfit.
I made it.
You made this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Samantha stuck in my mind because she is a body activist. I think she also would make a great spokesperson.
I like the fact that I don't look like the average girls. There's no one else like me. I'm different.
I like my face.
Okay.
When I saw him, I'm thinking, man, here's a handsome guy with cool style. He carries himself well.
I think you're giving Kim Kardashian a run for her money. You have to tell me, like, how you find dresses that fit that well.
I am a living proof that ugly ducklings do turn into swans.
Yes, you are.
We've seen our models in training truly bear it all. It's time for them to show us what they got and work it on the red carpet. Before our designers choose the 24 participants who will get to continue on the fashion hero journey, we've decided to celebrate with a little glitz and glam. After all, what model's life is truly all work and no play?
Aubrey's killing it right now.
He is. He's actually nailing it.
Each of our aspiring models have brought themselves and their unique, inspiring messages and vulnerabilities to the table.
See, they love her. They want more pictures of her.
They've graciously bared it all for us. The designers are definitely going to have to make some tough decisions tonight for the big elimination.
Girl, work it.
Get it, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You've done that before.
As the sun sets, we treat our models in training to a luxurious dinner on the aisle. As the designers prepare for elimination. There are 40 participants, but the designers can only pick 24.
So who's got a favorite?
I have favorites.
The very, very favorite.
I have a few.
I love everybody.
It's your
That's
name.
the problem.
Do you, Anna?
I really love everybody. I don't want them to leave.
You can't love everybody.
I need a week to decide.
Our models in training have bared it all for us, transforming from naked and vulnerable to outfitted and fabulous. However, unbeknownst to them, the designers have been watching and listening, analyzing who will make the cut, and bringing themselves one step closer to finding the new faces to represent their brand. This week, the designers are choosing 24 participants to stay, but starting next week, each designer will choose one participant for their team based on their performances in our challenging events. Once the designers have built their teams of 5, they will then choose 2 finalists who will compete in 2 final events for the chance to become their brand ambassador and be crowned the fashion hero.
So who's got a favorite?
I have favorites. I love everybody.
It's your
That's
name.
the problem.
Do you, Anna?
For me, it's a shame she never took her wig off. You know, for me, I need to see the real person. I don't need to see like a costume like this.
Right.
Now, for me as a model, it needs to bring a personality to the shoot, but also be a bit of a blank canvas. I think for me, it should be somebody who is very positive and gives a great message to other people as well, because there's so many people out there who feel so terrible about themselves.
Now, this one has the best personality ever. Like, I want
extremely fit.
I want her to like pick me up from school and bring me my lunch. Like, she's such a cute little like soccer mom, right?
Well, you and me, we have to fight for him.
Oh, you guys are gonna fight for her.
We're actually gonna
Right
fight
now?
right now. Yeah. So move out the way.
Ah, wrestling match.
I really want to know this girl. It's not just about being beautiful. Like, if this model wants to be here because she wants to be on the red carpet, this is not the right place for her. Because this is the place where you want to influence others and get to show people to love themselves and to have better confidence.
Okay.
Oh,
Edward.
I love this spirit.
I want to design something for him especially.
He's someone that's also on the cusp, still under deliberation.
Okay.
It's okay to have someone who doesn't dress in your exact style. You can work with them, you can style them, you can coach them. You radiate a certain type of energy through your eyes, through your smile, through your posture, so you look for somebody who has that confidence.
Let's talk about everybody's favorites.
She's like a statue. She's like so perfect, and with the way she was posing on the red carpet, she really knows what she's doing, and she has a lot of potential to be a model.
So we have Samantha.
I think she's a designer. I encourage her to design her own clothing.
So that's a no?
She should apply to be a designer.
So this is a no. Okay. I personally love Akilah because she weight trains.
Yes.
She's like pure muscle.
I am really inspired about her. I love her personality. It's kind of like out of my box because I never worked with a fitness woman.
I've been very resistant to choose because I am very inspired by all of them.
This is gonna be really hard. I mean, I feel like even in a few days, we've really made a connection with these people and gotten to know them. And even though we're standing for, changing the definition of beauty, we still have to send people home. Are you guys ready to do this?
Not really.
No.
It's too soon.
It's gonna be a long night.
All right, let's go.
Thanks.
It's going to be very sad because all of these people came here with hopes and dreams.
Our 40 participants have been through an emotional journey since the second their planes landed. They've been put in the hot seat to show off their personality. They've had their phones confiscated.
Say goodbye to Bay.
And they've been forced to talk about their worst insecurities in a very vulnerable position. The designers have been watching their every move. It's time to make some major announcements, but with a little twist.
This was a really hard decision for the designers. Nevertheless, we will be eliminating 20 people.
I was very, very surprised.
My heart sinks. How can you do this to us? There's gonna be so many broken hearts.
It's so tough to think that people are gonna go home. These people are my friends now, and I feel like I've gotten a really strong relationship with a lot of them.
The designers have picked their top 20 people. But if a designer calls your name, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily on their team. Each week, 4 participants will end up on the designers' teams. And from those teams, the designers will choose their fashion hero.
It's scary right now. Right now, it is scary. The first participant I would like to call is Stacy. I just want to say that we see great potential in you, so keep on growing.
I've always wanted to model, but I've never had the confidence to. But now I'm going for it.
Our next participant is Rebecca. You really showed that you had confidence and you had a great personality.
Thank you so much.
The next participant I would like to call Oscar.
Thank you very much. I'm happy, I'm excited about what's coming next.
Our next participant is Heidi. Heidi, so what you thought your imperfections, your skin disorder was an issue. Here at Fashion Hero, we love it and we think you're beautiful.
Thank you so much. I am excited to be on the Fashion Hero because I believe in the message.
Of course I would want a woman like that to represent my brand. That shows that, like, no matter what challenges you're going through life, you can make it and look beautiful and stunning.
Catherine. I'm so shocked.
Tinashe, I saw you looking very serious out there. We admire your strength and grace, and I think you're going to do an amazing job. Thank you all so much.
I'm hoping that I will encourage somebody to step out their comfort zone and push for their dream.
Our next participant is Nicole.
Alexander. I'm looking for someone that has confidence and also has a strong look.
Aaron.
I can't shake him. He's not typical, but I think he's cool, and I think he deserves a chance.
Myra. I just want to make people aware that there is a brand out there who cares about dressing real people.
The next participant I'm gonna call is Yael.
Thank you so much.
She's absolutely gorgeous. She looks like a slightly bigger Wonder Woman with this Pocahontas hair, and she's got a great energy about her.
So I thought. The Blinded, it was amazing how you said people called you fat before, but you think you're sexy. And I think a lot of people should believe that they're sexy.
Thank you so much.
Marquini.
Pamela.
Alexandra.
Mimi.
Jen Sela.
So our next participant has a lot of swag. Rebek, with your little eyes.
There are only 2 spots to fill. 2 last chances to be the fashion hero.
If I was one of the people that didn't stay, part of me is gonna feel like hurt.
I'm happy to announce that our next participant is Patience. We all agreed that you have a lot of potential, so welcome aboard.
Oh, thank you. I wanted to be a part of the fashion hero because mainstream models, they're not what I look like. I want to be that change.
No matter what happens, know that we are proud of you. You guys have made a huge difference in the lives of many people that you will probably never even meet.
If I didn't make it to the final, obviously I felt a little bit disappointed and sad.
If I get sent home, I will be upset.
Our participant is
Andrew. You're not only beautiful outside, but inside. So welcome to the fashion hero.
Thank you so much. When I see what I want, I get it eventually. I don't stop.
Our designers have chosen their final 20. I'm like totally emotional right now. Oh my gosh. All of you did such a great job. It takes a certain kind of person to come here and face a challenge like this.
I'm so proud, and even if I got to eliminate a lot of people here, they're real people with real stories and real tragedies.
The designers had such a hard time that we've decided to choose 4 more of you.
Seriously?
Did she say 20? I'm getting sweaty palms from this.
Will Skylar please come forward? Congratulations, Skylar.
My mom's gonna be so proud.
Will Akila please come forward?
I thought I was gonna have to tell my little girl I got cut.
Will Elika please come forward? Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm here, I have a spot. I feel so lucky.
And last but very not least, somebody that I personally saw spread so much positive energy. Somebody that lifted other people up. Those prayers have been working, Edward. Come on up. Congratulations, Edward. You're on your way to becoming the next fashion hero.
Thank you so much.
There's nothing impossible. You can break barriers if you believe in yourself and you make it happen.
The designers have chosen 24 participants who could become brand ambassadors for their marketing campaigns. In the coming weeks, these model hopefuls will have to earn the designer's interest and prove that they're worthy of being called the fashion hero.
We believe that you are all winners. And no matter what, this is something that you will never regret. And it's a stepping stone to something bigger.
It still had things to show and people to still get closer to.
I feel like I was just starting to warm up. Leah, it was so great to meet you.
Sometimes you think, oh, why am I doing this? I should give up or do something else, but at the end of the day, I'm passionate about it.
Keep on chasing your dreams.
I will.
We're gonna miss everyone.
Yeah. Especially this man right here, though.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that.
Unfortunately, I got eliminated, but it's all good. I had a great time. I met so many cool people.
It has been my dream since I was like 5 to be a model. I'm never gonna give that up. I'm always gonna keep pursuing it until I can be at the point where I wanna be.
But it don't matter how tall you are.
I'm gonna miss you, I really am. I'm gonna miss everyone in the room. Like, I am rooting for you, I hope you do well.
Thank you.
It's sad to see some of the participants leaving. But we have many more challenging events to go through before we find our fashion heroes.
You guys ready?
Next time on The Fashion Hero.
If they don't fit, you've still got to rock it.
I'll make them fit, bro. You have to fight for the designers.
Oh no, don't cry.
We are going to reveal our true selves.
For a chance to be selected for a local or international version of The Fashion Hero, register on our website, thefashionhero.com.
Whoa, God. That is like the breaking news. It felt like such a festive event. There was this participant, Tajana. We had a bit of a moment. We had a bit of a romantic moment.